What's happening, people? Welcome back to another episode of Red Divided. Myself, Tommy.
You got Ade here.
Cool. As you can see, Ham is not here. We were supposed to get a replacement for Ham, but
Injuries.
injuries.
People injure themselves stretching. So
Our replacement bailed on us last minute, but hopefully it recovers from whatever injury that he's claiming that he's got. So yeah, Yemi,
yeah.
speedy recovery. Cool. It would have been nice to get like an Arsenal fan here after the midweek, but we'll save that until next week because I think AK. I've been talking to AK and he's ready.
Oh, he's happy, isn't it? Yeah.
He's ready to come back on. So AK will be here next week and we'll get back Ham next week. So
With the kit.
it might be a bit delayed, but obviously they both placed a bet. So with the kit situation, with the bet that they've placed, we'll see Ham in the Bayern kit, and AK will be here to talk his shit, as he will say if he was here. So cool. Firstly, people, if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this with friends and family, and all the other good stuff. Like, comment, as we always say. So where should we start?
Boy, I think me personally, I've decided I'm gonna start today with an apology to Coventry fans because we stole from them. We stole. So I'd like to apologise. When VAR disallowed that goal, I messaged you and said, I want them to reverse that decision.
But you know, you weren't the only one. Like, I had one of my junior FaceTime and said, when that goal went in, it was like, no. Give them. It was saying the same thing. It was like, give them back that goal.
Yeah, we shouldn't be going anywhere. So I've got a story to tell. So obviously Sunday is not the day of rest for me. I do my hustles on Sunday. Yeah. So obviously driving to my first hustle, I was listening to the radio, and I think I was listening to TalkSport, and one of the the bet commentators before the pre-match was saying Sims has scored. Like, he's said bet on Sims to score the last 2 rounds and he scored. Yeah. So it was like, this game again, do it. They were like, Coventry are like 5-1 to win. It's a bit high, all of that stuff. So I was like, oh yeah, cool, interesting. So obviously on the way back, they'd already kicked off. So I think I missed the very first goal.
Yeah.
But then saw the second one. I was like, okay, cool. We're on a roll.
Yeah.
Then when it went 3-0, they were like, if there was any doubt before, there should be no doubt United are through to the next round.
Yeah.
And you saw their manager. Their manager was like, he sort of slapped.
I saw it. I saw it.
And I thought to myself, I was like, wait, at 2-0 up, that means you felt that at 2-0 down, you still had a chance.
Yeah.
If that third goal upset you, that means you felt you still had a chance.
Yeah.
And then I was watching it. It was 3-1. So I saw the 3-1 goal. Then I think I switched over to the Premier League match.
Yeah.
And then I heard it's 3-2. So then I switched back, and I saw everyone standing. I was thinking, what are these guys standing for? Not knowing it's a penalty. At that stage, I was just like, it's done. Because we've spoken many times this season saying that we've lost a 2-goal lead at least 6 times this season. But today, we said no.
You got one better.
2 is not enough. We got this. We now did 3.
Yeah, and I think that's what we always talk about United. We've never had like a comfortable lead. Well, we have like, the scoreline is comfortable, but if you're watching the game, we're never at ease. It doesn't matter what scoreline is, whether it's 2-0, 3-0, we're never at ease. And I thought, I don't want to put much blame on it because the players are stupid for today's performance.
But 100%.
The substitution that the manager was making, I thought like it was making the game worse as it was making those substitutions.
You know, there's a thing that sometimes when you're ahead, you get gas. You think the game's over. Now you're like, I can do whatever I want. It's not going to make a difference. But no, your stupidity can make a difference.
Because I just didn't get it. Like, 67th minute, you're already taking off Garnacho. Fair enough, if you do want to take him off, wait until like 70-something minute. Like, run
him down to the ground.
And then, if anything, we've only got, what else have we got to play for in the league? We've got Sheffield United at home.
They might be us, to be honest.
Exactly. So what else have we got playing in the league? Run him down and then pull him off afterwards. But then you took him off. Okay, cool. You took him off. As soon as he went off, 3-1. 3-1. I thought, if you're going to take someone off, take off McTominay. Because the only person that can have any sort of control and have leg in the middle of the park will be Maino. I'm not saying he was playing well, was playing out of skin, but he's the only one that can possibly hold in that middle of the park because Eriksen ain't played. When's the last time Eriksen played football?
No, Eriksen hardly plays. He hardly plays. Bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces. You ain't played in a long time. You took him, then you took Maino off. Thinking, okay. And as soon as it did that, the game just opened up. And we weren't scoring our chances on the other end. And this and what's his name? Our striker is just frustrating. But honestly, I think people talk about him not getting chances. If you see like there's differences, I think there was one time a few balls was crossed in. Watch his run compared to like when
Sims.
McTominay scored or Sims.
Sims.
Or when McTominay scored. Watch McTominay's run. Watch his run. Watch McTominay's run. Watch Sims' run. Watch the position that they picked up.
That's what we've been saying since. Is that the thing is the media will always fit the narrative. They'll find something that fits right. But as we've said a number of times, is that McTominay's still scoring. So what road sign or sat nav is McTominay using that Højlund wasn't using at that time? So obviously he went through his run, but ultimately there are things he's not doing that.
He's not.
Top strikers are doing.
Because was it even extra time that he had the chance? I think they went to have a chance straight after they could have scored. I think it was extra time where he just took so long to get the ball out of his feet to take a shot.
Yeah.
Just take this. You're right in front of goal.
And you're looking at Sims. Sims is a championship striker. Look at what he did. So he's already got the goal, but then when he hit the crossbar, like you already could see what he was doing. He's already got a plan to turn I think it was Wan-Bissaka that he couldn't get his shot off straight away, but he still pushed the ball forward and still got the shot off. Yeah, that's a knowledgeable striker. You get me?
Yeah. Now, I hope like obviously there is talks of us bringing in a striker. I don't want them to bring a striker to be his understudy.
No, it's not possible. But you know the thing is, the media kill people because remember when he was coming, it was like he was number 4 choice at Atalanta. Yes, he's got prospects, but he can't be number 1 striker.
Yeah, he can't. Honestly, I just don't think he's ready. I'm not saying he can't become good. Obviously, we saw what he can do when he went on that run of form.
100%.
But he's a frustrating striker, and that's just the honest truth. His decision making is poor. His movement is poor. Yes, that when you do get the shot off, you show that you can finish, but just get the shot off at times. You don't need to be dilly-dallying around like the ball before you need to shoot.
Yeah. We're not saying he's shit, and the thing is, people will be like, we're not saying he's shit, but he's not a striker.
Yeah, it's not
like a top team in Europe. If we're taking the Atlanta's 3rd, 4th choice striker to be our number 1, then we've got problems.
Yeah, so hopefully whoever we are bringing in will be the first choice, and it will be the understudy, and it will just be a competition between the two, because as for United we need
competition. To be fair, if Martial was fit, maybe he wouldn't, and like was actually present this season. Yeah. Maybe he wouldn't have been first choice. But yeah, we'll never know.
But yeah, look, but it was poor. Honestly, I don't know what to say.
I was embarrassed, bro.
I didn't even want the victory. That's how bad it was.
Pings. I was waiting for. You know what? The shame is, I knew if we lost, online we'll get killed. But I didn't want to see us win. Yeah. I was like, if this is what is this what you want to bring to the final? Is this literally what you want to bring to play Man City?
Shocking. But I'm glad that I think they didn't really celebrate. Obviously, Eriksen, Ryan, and Højlund.
Yeah, because he was his cousin, innit? So what's going wrong with him?
But everyone else was pretty. Like, you can see in their faces they were pretty ashamed, or like the performance, because it's just like, and credit to Coventry because they were. And this is what I mean about the man. It's just like no disrespect to like Coventry, but how the hell is Coventry just popping the ball around us like that? It's crazy.
And not only that, the manager came out and said, I slightly got it wrong the first half. I respected them a bit too much. So if they didn't respect us from the beginning, what would have been the issue? And that's a management choice. So the manager's seen what he's seen and made those changes.
Yeah. It's just, like honestly, bro, I'm speechless.
I don't even want to be in the final. I don't want it.
I'm speechless. The season just gotta be over. The owner's watching that. I saw the owner watching, and in his head, he must know that this guy can't stay. There's no way that he's watching that thinking this guy's gonna be here next season.
What do you want from United for the rest of the season?
What do we want?
What do you want from them?
Finish the season.
Just finish the season. So you don't want them to finish in a particular position, win the FA Cup.
Ideally, like, look, in the position, I want us to obviously finish like 6th to still make Europa League. I know, like, a lot of people will say that, we don't, we're better off without it. I say that. I used to say that previously as well. But look, one thing is, we probably do need it. One, for money, because of this financial fair play now. It's like, if we do want to go and build and spend money, we need to make some sort of.
It's factual.
We need to make money. Secondly, just in case we mess up again next season, because I don't think the other teams are going to be like, they can get better. Chelsea, I genuinely think Chelsea is a good team, but they need to get it together. So if we don't finish 5th, we need another avenue to try and see if you used to get into Champions League.
That's another team that comes from behind us to pass us.
So, and so it's not going to, next season is not going to be easy. So I want us to finish 6th, but knowing how we perform this season, nothing's got, like, I just don't know what will happen with United. And in the fairy tale world, I want us to win the FA Cup as well. It would be nice to get the FA Cup, but whether any of those is going to happen, I'm not banking on any of it. But if you ask me what I want from the season now, that's what I want. To finish 6th,
get another trophy.
And get another trophy. That's what I will want.
Then we can use that to cover up some shit. But
apart from that,
But I don't want us to become like Chelsea, where people will say, "Oh, if he wins the FA Cup, he's the first Man United manager since XYZ to win trophies in their 2 consecutive." Like, can we be proud of the trophies we've won? Like the League Cup, we played the League Cup, we won the League Cup. Who do we really play? And all of our games are at home. Last year, we got to the FA Cup final. All of our games are at home. We're playing small teams. This year, like, who we really played? If we had played like someone like Newcastle on the way to where we got to, okay, Liverpool, we beat them, but they just effed up. But if we played someone like Newcastle, someone even medium size, they would have knocked us out.
Yeah.
So I go again into this final saying anything can happen, we can win, but I don't expect to win, and I don't want to be like Chelsea that they're making the final. 2 finals every season just to lose to Liverpool.
Just to lose, The thing is, as well, you're talking about my mind. For a fact, my mind's made up. I don't care whether he wins the final or not. He's got to go.
No. If he wins and he stays, it means we're cursed.
No,
it means the devil is after us.
I've always, just on your point in regards to like our route to the final. I always say, you know how we talk about how the Bayerns, the Madrids have pedigree in a certain competition. I feel like the big teams and the so-called big teams in the Premier League is slightly the same. You're always gonna get an opportunity to win a trophy, apart from Spurs, obviously. Everyone else will always get themselves in a position to win a trophy. Like whether it's Arsenal, us, whether it's every 2-3 years, you get yourself in that position.
That rotation, realistically, there's 6 teams that can probably
win it. So like, if you do the maths, eventually, every now and then, you will get yourself in that position. But doesn't mean that you're performing as a manager. Because we was upset because Oli didn't win the Europa League, but the cups that we were in. So he got himself in positions to win those leagues. But he didn't win it. But doesn't mean it was great for us. And it'll be the same with this.
Can happen in cup competition.
Yeah,
the Premier League shows what you're doing day to day.
Yeah.
Cups, you can find one way to win it. Like look at Greece winning the Euros. You can find one way to win stuff.
You can, and ultimately, what it boils down to is the fact that we are not playing good football. It's as simple as that. We're taking a step backwards. We're not moving forward. There's no way anyone can say that we moved forward this season. I understood prior to the season that at times you need to take a step backwards in order to move forward, but not this kind of steps. Not these.
We are lying down. I don't think we plan to move forward.
Not these kind of steps. So this, he's got. I was just when that goal went in, I was laughing my head off. And all I was doing was just, you would have looked at me and think this man is crazy. Because I was just, it went in. I was just laughing my head off. And then when it was checking VAR, I was like, don't check VAR.
Don't check nothing. I don't want to see nothing.
Yeah, so it was, as I said, I don't think as players, I saw it in their face. I don't think any of them was like, apart from Oiland running, no one was.
No, but nobody told him before he went to go and take his penalty, that fam.
The only thing they should be doing is just like shaking the hands of like the Coventry players.
No celebration.
Yeah, no celebration because that was poor. They shouldn't go into the changing room happy. No, there should be no ounce of excitement in that changing
Coventry,
room.
you know, it's Coventry.
It's a joke.
People
Coventry
that didn't have their own stadium.
He took the West Ham. They didn't have a home.
Bro.
How long ago? Yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad. But look, we move on. What about for you? What would you want out of the season now?
For us to lose the FA Cup, I don't want us to win. Like, I don't know why it's going to a position that I don't want us to win. I don't want anything to cloud what we are. I don't want any forced dawn, any like lies that make us think, we are dog shit.
Yeah.
We can get into that final now, have 11% possession, one shot, and win 1-0. And then he'll come out and say, can't you see the progress? I've won 2 trophies. Because that's what that guy will say.
Yeah,
he'll come out and say, I've
yeah.
won 2 trophies. Who has done that? Tell me. So no, let's lose that. I can't accept negative goal difference. My life can't accept negative goal difference. So
Are we still on negative now?
Yeah. Well, -1, I think. So let's just get that positive. After that, I don't care. I do understand the effects of Europe because every year I say I want us in Europe because of the money. And I think now more so I understand the finances of getting into Europe. Yeah. Because obviously if we go to Europa League, even now, we're not even guaranteed to get to the finals, the semi-finals we were getting into before because teams are better.
100%.
But I understand that it's another route to Champions League. It's money, so I would like Europe. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. It's embarrassing.
Sheffield United Wednesday. Is it Wednesday or Tuesday? We'll move on.
Wednesday, yeah.
All I care about, I need Galacho to score for me in my fantasy. That's
I don't even care if we lose. I'll take Diaz scoring a hat trick. Berrettini Diaz score a hat trick. Boys.
Yeah, that's what we have. So yeah, look, that's what we can look forward to. Obviously Ham's not here today. AK is not here. I think AK was gonna come, but he wanted Ham to be here before he returned.
He wants him here properly.
He was calling me all week. We've been talking about that game all week, the Bayern game, and the truth of the matter is, obviously, they deserve to go through. I don't think when I was watching that Bayern game, both of them started off the game not wanting to lose.
Yeah, and I think it was finally poised. So
it was only Bayern in the second half that took that extra. Not that they risked massively, but they took the extra chance.
They're at home. They understood we're at home.
They stood at home, and then just obviously they got the goal, and Arsenal didn't really offer much after that. They didn't really offer much.
They had a bit of the ball, but they didn't really offer much in threats, I guess. Yeah.
But obviously, look, we'll get Ham and AK's perspective when they come. But what did you think of the game? Do you think the right team won, or?
Yeah, I think it was like a close affair. It was played like it was cagey because no one wanted to lose. Yeah. One of these things that if you go behind, you never know whether you're going to be able to equalise. Obviously, Bayern stepped up, as you said, in the second half, got their goal. And then after that, as long as you defend well, and I do think they defended well. Like, as much as we're saying Arsenal didn't have bare chances, they still did open a couple of opportunities, which, and Bayern were there. Defenders is what they needed to do. So, and sometimes I pretend like I care about English teams other than United. Sometimes I do pretend, because I remember all season I've been like, oh yeah, what do we need for the English team to get fifth? But that morning of the Arsenal game, I was like, why the fuck do I give a damn? I don't care. F you all.
All of that went out of my head, when it was established that Man United couldn't make it. So what's the point?
I didn't even think of it. It was just that morning. I was like, why do I actually care? I was like, all of you come out. Everyone come out. And then when Arsenal, I was like,
and I can't lie, I was happy. And just to touch on Bayern as well, I think we obviously mentioned the defending as their Achilles heels, and it's funny how, to be fair, even in the first leg they defended well. And Dyer, and I just can't believe it. And I don't know. I think Jesus would have been. Obviously this is all in hindsight. I think playing Jesus ahead of Kai would have probably worked out better, because with Kai, it's easy for those defenders to mark Kai, because they know he doesn't want to try and run around you. He's not going to try and beat you with skills. Jesus would have been a menace for them.
Let them make mistakes, especially
Yeah,
when
yeah.
defenders that have a
Exactly.
opportunity to make a mistake.
So it's just those type of defenders that were low on confidence anyway. They're prone to like conceding goals pretty much every single game, and I thought Jesus would have probably been like it doesn't matter anyway, better option. But they defended really well, and the central midfield players, what's his name? What's Lama's? Is it Lama?
Lima, yeah.
I thought he was the best player in both games.
Yeah,
He's like in both games.
He doesn't get as much. You know what? He's a steady Eddie.
Because he plays right back though, isn't it? So he plays right back for them at times, and so to be fair, he done well for them. And Arsenal didn't really create much in the only chance I can recall them having is the Martinelli one, which would hit straight to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, now a couple of blocks
towards the end. They tried to take a quick free kick, which they didn't.
Yeah. They didn't pull that off, but it was close. When they took it, I was like, oh.
They didn't pull that off. But apart from that, that was pretty much it. Look, it's a learning curve for them, man. They'll go back to drawing boards.
Man, they've got a good setup, so let them sit with us for a bit, man.
So they'll go back and then we go back to the league, and obviously won yesterday. I thought Wolves was unfortunate that goal went in the first half. Yeah. That because they played really well. Because if that goal didn't go in, it would have been a different game in the second half.
So I thought up until that goal went in, I thought if this gets to halftime 0-0, this might be a 0-0 game. Yeah. Like literally, I was thinking because obviously once Cunha got injured, I thought their attacking ability might be curtailed because Wang, we already know he's not fully fit. Semedo's injured. Cunha's injured. I was like, their attacking might not be there. But when they were keeping Arsenal to bear, I was like, that maybe this is a 0-0. But once Trossard scored, I was like, I doubt anything other than a win. Yeah, no, they're done well.
Obviously, I think Arsenal just managed out the game. They managed out the game. I was gutted. I had Bukayo as my obviously fantasy captain. I was just cussing all game. All game I was swearing. When Martinelli had that chance at the end to square it and he decided to shoot, I was cussing him. But look, I thought it was just a professional performance. It's one that you need when you haven't been in form, or you've had like a result that haven't gone your way the past couple.
Like, if we're being honest, because I think we've had a discussion on that. For me, this season, out of the three of them, Liverpool are the ones that haven't impressed me. Arsenal and Man City are actually levels. If they decide to put their 10 toes down to sort something out, they'll sort it out. Obviously, sometimes it doesn't work because you can't. Against Bayern, you have to acknowledge that you're playing someone. It's not up to you. But if you're better than the team, like at Wolves won, score their goal and then professionally sort it out.
Yeah. And then obviously they've got Chelsea next. And in terms of the title race itself, so both of them are probably going to play
before Man City. So
potentially they both can be 4 points ahead of Man City. But obviously Man City will have 2 games in hand. Do you think that makes a difference to Man City? Because now Man City, I think what might go against Liverpool and Arsenal is the fact that Man City they got out of the Champions League. I think they would have wanted Man City to stay in the Champions League because you saw how leggy they were yesterday. And I don't think if they were still in the Champions League, they would have been.
Have to rotate.
I don't think they would have been able to keep up with like the intensity of both competition.
Yeah. But now they can just focus on the Premier League because ultimately, what sets them apart is the Champions League, right? You've won the Premier League X number of times. You want the Champions League. You want more than one Champions League through this whole run of having Man City, the best team in the world. So I think if they were still in the Champions League, they would have probably focused that a bit more. Yeah. But now they're not. And potentially anything can happen. Do you want to finish the season with nothing? Yeah. Yeah, you can't risk that.
Yeah. So like, look, it's gonna be a tough one for all. I still think, man. I'll be honest with you. I still think they might drop points, but I just don't know whether Arsenal and Liverpool can be perfect. Yeah. I still think Man City will drop points elsewhere. I don't think they might they might not lose, but they might draw.
I think maybe one game, but apart from
because they've been unbeaten for a while now. So and obviously their run of games is a lot easier than the other two teams.
It's like they handpicked their own games, to be honest, with what's left. Because I think their hardest team they're playing is probably Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs.
So they got Brighton away, Forest away, Wolves at home, Fulham away, Tottenham away, and then West Ham at home. So there are games that things can happen, but to be honest, you expect them to win all of those games. Yeah. So, apart from maybe the Spurs. Maybe Spurs can get something.
Yeah, so that's about it. And in terms of obviously Liverpool are back with winning ways. They won today, 3-1. They've got that's one out of the top 3 away games that we was talking about. The next one is Everton and then West Ham. Do you see them? I reckon they win all two. You know,
I think they do as well. I
mean, whatever. So they won the first one. I reckon the 2 left, the 2 away games. The next 2 away games, they'll win that as well.
Yeah, because I think Everton are dead anyway. So, like, they're not an amazing team and they don't really score that many goals.
Yeah.
So all you're doing is you're saying basically I just need to score. Once I score, I'm pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
I think West Ham, their season's pretty much done. They want Moyes out, and I think the rest of the season is going to lead to Moyes leaving. So that might be a win.
I think they're done anyway.
But they got Villa away as well. So
what? Man City,
Liverpool.
Oh,
yeah. So Liverpool got Everton away,
Villa,
West Ham away,
and
Villa away.
Yeah, I think Villa
got Tottenham at home.
They will always get the opportunity to score against Villa. The way Villa plays always gives opposition. I mean, especially the time to score.
But Liverpool haven't been keeping clean sheets, so it might be a 4-4 game.
Yeah, it might be a lot of goals.
I can't see Liverpool winning the league, to be honest. I'm looking Everton away. Yeah, you can win that. West Ham, as much as you expect Liverpool to win, West Ham can actually pop up and win that game. Villa away, Tottenham at home, you still might not beat. Yeah. It's just.
It's
they're open games.
Yeah,
open games.
I agree.
Yeah, but
I agree. What we do is round up this week's game because we haven't got Hammond out here. So next week we'll go into a lot more detail. Just run through the games. Luton has probably ruined their chances. Well, there's still chances, but that was a massive opportunity yesterday.
Big opportunity, man.
Big
opportunity.
There's one thing, making the most of your opportunity, and obviously maybe like losing the game narrowly. But losing 5-1 and 5-1, it could have been worse than that. Yeah. It could have been worse. So that, what do you think? They still got a chance?
They still got a chance, but their home record or their home performances that they used to put in, they're not there anymore.
Oh.
So I can't remember last time. When's the last time they won or went on or even?
Yeah, they won. They got on the phone, but the one was it the week before? Was it last week they won when they came back?
Was that 2-1?
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
But other than that, they haven't got anything. So
fair enough.
They need at least a couple of wins, and there's only 4 games left. So I doubt.
Cool. Talking about putting up a fight, Burnley's obviously putting up a fight. They're now 3 points away. So obviously the goal difference is not great. Despite how bad they've been this season, they're still within distance. But I think that's more because of like the point deduction from Everton and
if Everton and Nottingham Forest think they get their points deduction,
it might the relegation battle might just be done by now. And I think that's what's giving them more like encouragement for them to keep going. Talked about Arsenal already. Talked about Everton, Nottingham Forest. Villa obviously fighting for the Champions League. Won again today. More pressure on Spurs. Good win. They needed to win.
Yeah.
Spurs is now under pressure because obviously there's one thing having the games in hand, but you still got to win it.
You still got to win them. Yeah.
You still got to win it. So I think that's what they're called. And the last game quickly is the Palace and West Ham, which surprised me.
My boys. My boys.
That one surprised me, man. I can't lie. I don't have any of them on my fantasy team, so I was good.
Palace they've just doubled their goal tally for the whole season.
In one game.
Yeah, no. So that team does not score goals. Yeah. But that was when they got to 4. When they got to 3, I was like, Tom, there's no way they can score any more. They don't know how to score more. Like 3 is a lot for them. But that was an entertaining game.
Definitely. Look, we just have a short episode for you this week because our guest didn't show up. But we thought, you know what, we're not just going to cancel the show. We'll still go ahead with it. Ham will be back next week, and hopefully we should get AK back next week. I will have an entertaining one for you. So if you can please subscribe to the channel, share this with your family, and we'll see you next week. We out.
Peace.